This is the tale of two sovereigns down on a plantation. Conventions of this and little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the winds of this? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? Yeah. Yeah. This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping on the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping on the wind. Sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of a little of this and that. So yeah, that song, I had a hiccup in my studio, and it didn't want to share the mic with the yard, and the song just had to be born, and been done a lot sooner. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But the song just wanted to be, and man, talk about a pain. Gadgets and gadgets. Sometimes they don't always do what you want it to do, and you gotta get the proverbial hammers and pins and drivers and all that out and get it going. Yeah. So apparently there's a Windows update hovering in the background and all that, and so and the code name for it is the sort of like the same name as the flu shot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because, and yeah. So guess what? Welcome to grass season. It is now officially grass season. Grass allergy. So we get a little bit of grass allergies up here in Pacific Northwest this time of year when it gets into the warm. Because July, normally that kind of heat, we're supposed to get that in August.
Okay.
Yeah, we're supposed to get all that stuff in August. and so the hay fever of that season of allergies starts and stuff, and so there's something that makes me sneeze pretty much every day. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
go figure. It's allergy seasons for every season.
Yep.
So yeah, we just got done. We borrowed borrowed a friend's password, and we watched on someone else's dime, and they allowed us to watch, and so I honestly I gotta say right off the bat, I don't like what they did to Taskmaster.
I don't either.
I don't like getting away from originality, from original comic book characters. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know all of them half as well as I should, and
Yeah.
you know, none of them really know me as well as they should. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, and so, but you know, I think those characters, they should be respected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and this isn't the first time that Marvel has done it. They did it with Captain Marvel, with the OG Marvel. They turned him into a girl, which is stupid.
Howdy, cat.
And
Yeah,
then, yeah.
I don't understand why do that. It makes things. Number one, you want to see what the good representation of the comic, and then it doesn't end up being that. And some people just won't even entertain it because of what Disney is.
Mm-hmm.
And let's not be fooled by what Disney does. You know, I think Disney is about subverting and making a bad product.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just the way it is, and
Yep.
the fact that this showed a positive thing about families sticking together, it's like, wow,
Yeah.
it blew me away. It's like a positive thing about families sticking together, and it's just like surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't strike me as a Disney movie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that warm and fuzzy and wholesome stuff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then they turn like one of her villains too into like her mother in this, which is really weird. Which I think we were talking backstage, like it would have made more sense, at least to me, if they'd have made her the villain, and then which is Iron Maiden, but they used her Melina, her real name, in this, and made her the villain of it instead of Taskmaster, because it would have been like, okay, well, they chose Black Widow over the mother or whatever in this, and that's what the hatred and stuff for Black Widow would have been. So it would have made sense as far as having her be a villain instead of Taskmaster.
I agree with all that. I'm about
and just nix the whole, the daughter or whatever of the dude that was running the Red Room, like living and all that stuff.
I gotta say, the younger sister's character, tougher nails.
Elena.
You gotta just grudgingly have a respect for that character. You know, it's pretty kick ass.
Yeah.
And there's
her making fun of Black Widow and doing her poses all the time. That was great.
Yeah,
you poser.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. And there's bits and pieces of this movie I liked, and there's bits and pieces of it I didn't like. Because if I'm watching a Marvel movie about a comic book character, Black Widow, associated with all these other comic book characters, you'd think that you'd get a comic book movie. Well, what I thought I was getting when I started watching is, I'm like, wait a minute, why is this so familiar? Why is oh, this reminds me of the Americans. the family dichotomy that they had with the two undercover Soviet agents living in the United States in about 82 maybe,
something like it.
and they got basically almost teenage daughter and a 10, 12-year-old, and then these people do some bad things, man. As spies, they've done some horrible stuff. But I'm getting reminded
Mm-hmm.
Of it, and it's like, wow, I'm watching a movie about the Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh no, and then it gets to the point where
there's something in the way of the plane they need to get at, and
yeah.
You find out that he's a super soldier.
Yeah, and
just flips the thing, and it's
when,
like, oh,
that's when the
right.
thing clicks. It's like, okay, this is definitely not the Americans, and so things kind of switch around,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, all right, things are different, and then and everything about this movie, I always feel like I'm in a different movie as it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it switches from the American TV show scenes, and then it goes into where this might quite possibly be a little bit like the Bourne Legacy in places from all of the movies,
Mm-hmm.
maybe little bits and tiny little pieces here and there, and even and you even mentioned what was it?
Mission Impossible,
Mission
Rogue Agent.
Impossible. Was it Ghost Protocol or the other one, number 5?
I'm not sure. I think it was. I thought it was Rogue Agent, but I could be wrong.
Rogue, I think the thing is Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue. Yeah,
and but it had that feel
mm-hmm.
in places here and there, and so I'm sure if I dissect it enough, I'll figure out all the movies that everything that this is reminded me of,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, Tommy's always right.
Yeah, he is.
He's right. He's always freaking right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, anyway, here's Tommy. Salute. Oh, I picked up a bottle of reserve.
Mm.
Oh, and it's still on sale too.
Oh.
Oh, good stuff. So yeah, the new song tonight is what kind of influenced some things to be delayed a little, and especially the glitches. That's never happened before. It's weird.
Yeah.
And I think it's because of my because I got a new external sound card,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes with interface software, and it was kind of a little bit of a pain.
Mm.
Got to say at first, I just opened it and it didn't open. That's really weird. There we go. Yeah, and I can, and the interface program, it's got an auto volume. If it gets too loud or too hot, it'll auto volume down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, I seen
That's
it
cool.
happen. I seen it happen as I was looking at the console,
Mm-hmm.
and because I can lower the volume of the mic, and I can just bring it back up like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I keep it right about 88 on the mic volume.
Nice.
Because that's and the other external sound card that I had was $29 for that one, and this one was $32. And I can have up to 2 mics plugged into this baby.
Awesome.
And so now all I have to do is I got to get a new actual mic cord that goes to the power box, and then I gotta get a new cord that comes out of the power box into the input.
Okay.
Because a lot of times what happens is on this mic here, the bottom here where all that stuff meets, where the grommet inside the cord meets, what happens is it starts wearing out. And any little, if you don't have your boom mic tightened up real good and it doesn't move, and you got all the rubber bands and sprung and all that stuff just right, and you'll get static noise from that cord when it starts going bad. And every now and then, when I have to unplug it or plug it back in, I'll notice a little bit of static in this area right here. And so every now and then, you gotta replace these. And I highly recommend not getting that plastic stuff.
I still need to get an arm or whatever for mine. I have mine on the thing it came with.
Yeah, I got a replacement cords, and they're trash. They're trash, absolute trash. I got rid of them. They went right in the trash, literally. Yeah, and left a review, and so that way some other person comes along and sees my review and does not buy them. Yeah, and another thing, it had that that material cording that wasn't rubber and all that stuff, and I don't like that. I don't want nothing like that. I want that stuff to be solid rubber. I want it to be triple, double shielded if possible, and I don't want that that cloth stuff wrapping around there. And it just, I don't know. To me, my experience, the ones that have that fancy material, they sound horrible. I hooked them up to see how they'd sound, and I'm like, holy shit.
I mean, the cords or whatever?
Yeah, it's the XLR cords.
Wow.
Mic cords. And noisy as hell, scratchy. I'm like, nope. So I hooked the old ones back up that came with the mic. These sound pretty good. They sound good ones. Shit, man, they got mic cords that cost $200 for a 2-pack. Wow. And that's just the piece that goes to the power, and the power that goes back and forth, because there's two sets of cords sometimes with a powered mic. It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, there's a lot about this movie I like, and there's just a lot I don't. I mean mainly the Taskmaster part, man. That's just, I don't know.
Yeah, and then like they tried to like tech him, like make it like it's tech that gives him the thing, which was just, it didn't, I don't know. I don't think it really made sense, and they didn't do a very good job of really explaining it.
No.
I like the that it was like a serum or whatever, and they kind of had it set up to where they could have used that thing that kind of snaps them out of things or whatever, or that pheromone thing. They could have used that as like what makes him be able to retain the abilities and stuff, and then be able to mimic them, but they didn't bother.
Now, there's one thing that kind of bothered me. You know where she had to break her nose just so that way she wouldn't be able to smell the big bad's pheromones. Ray Winstone's character. And I was just think about this for a moment. She could have broke one of those things and inhaled that stuff and erased all that crap.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because it's just basically chemical brainwashing that he put in their brains. And so that stuff technically would unbrainwash them. The magical red floaty powders that just exploded.
Yeah. Which was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. A bit weird. But yeah.
Because didn't Winter Soldier have like some kind of, that was like coding, like code words and stuff that were embedded. It wasn't like like that. I was gonna say, if that was the case, they could have just used that stuff on the Winter Soldier to have him not be under the influence.
Yeah. Now I did give watch to the theatrical version of
Mhm.
what do you call it, of Payback, and I
Okay.
watched the director's cut,
Yeah.
and I like both. I like them both.
I
Although
don't think I've seen that all the way through.
and I don't know. I think I might prefer the theatrical.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I might like it better.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
They just not add anything that really adds to it in the directors, or
it changes things quite a bit.
okay,
It changes things.
all right.
Basically, let's see here. It's a little bit longer. Let's see. All right. Make sure that. All right. Let's see here.
And then, did you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier? Did you watch all of that?
I think I've seen the first two episodes.
Okay, I watched like the first two and then half of the third episode. But I think Madam Hydra's in that, like towards the end of it. So that kind of leads into um, the end credits for this movie.
I don't know. They're yeah. This I think they ruined any shot for a second one on Black Widow. Honestly,
Hmm.
they they were gun shy. They should have pulled the trigger when they were going to do it originally.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
supposed to come out. I think it was supposed to come out in 2019 or 2020, but
really.
because of everything that happened, they like kept pushing it back and pushing it back.
Yeah.
Which means that this would have been the first time we seen Madam Hydra and not in the other one.
Okay. Let's see. All right. The director's cut is 90 minutes long,
Okay.
and theatrical is actually longer.
Oh,
It's 101 minutes.
hmm. That's odd.
Yeah, I think the way the beginning of the story begins, there's a slight difference.
Hmm.
Yeah. Might do a live stream tomorrow night and talk about this movie. It's
Okay.
great. It's a great movie.
See if it's on anything, then I can watch it.
Um, you know what's really weird is the theatrical. You can't buy it anywhere right now because it's not available. But the director's cut is.
Hmm.
So when it was available for theatrical, I just never bought it because I got the director's cut. Maybe it wasn't even available then.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Let's see.
Normally, when you like Google movies or whatever, it tells you what you can watch it on.
Well, you can get the theatrical on Blu-ray. I did a search real quick.
Hmm.
interesting. Wait a minute. Let me see if it's. Looks like it's on YouTube. YouTube has a movie section.
Yeah. There's another movie called Payback? Wait.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out. Believe it or not, yeah.
It says it's a thriller.
Well, it's a crime thriller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a crime thriller, but not a thriller just by itself.
Huh.
Let's see. I'll click this real quick. So,
I agree, RR.
What's up, Bar?
I want to say, like, the last bit, like, after they were all at the table talking and stuff, kind of drug for me. It drug. And I was just like, is it over yet?
Yeah. Well, they do all the a lot of it was basically this is the American the Americans TV show as a movie, and the Americans, it kind of moves a little bit at a slower pace.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the Americans escaping town because their cover's blown. I got these things going through my head, while it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So yeah, we got 6 people watching. Nice. It's 11:14 Pacific Standard Time. Yeah.
It's 2:14 here in the morning.
You Central Time or Eastern?
I'm Eastern.
Oh, because you're in.
Explain why I'm so goddamn tired.
Yeah, because I want to think what, Ohio somewhere.
No, PA.
Oh, okay.
Drew's, Ohio.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but we watched it. We didn't pay a dime for it, and it was shit. Well, it wasn't like the whole movie overall wasn't shit.
Someone loaned me their password, and we watched it for free.
There was parts of it that were good.
Hey,
and enjoyable.
Hey, Runner, I appreciate your opinion and all, man. Be careful what you put in the chat. YouTube is not being nice about the foul language, so be careful what you put there. I'm saying this is a movie that's got good pieces, and I'm probably thinking that people are not going to like it or be interested in it.
Yeah, it is definitely, like RR was saying, they should have done it earlier. Should have done it earlier in the MCU. I think it should have happened in between Infinity War and Endgame. That way, you'd get a more impactful death from her in Endgame.
Yeah. Yeah, they screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up simple screwed up. Yeah.
Yeah, Yelena was great.
I think the kid's sister was the character I liked the most, and maybe the dad figure a little bit. There were some funny moments,
and
the wife wants to wants to give it a watch, and basically put it you this way: if my wife is still awake after 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
it might be kind of okay.
Yeah.
But if she's asleep after 5 minutes, you know it's bad.
Mm.
Because when it's something's good,
It grab her attention, and
my
she's
wife is not a casual when a TV show movie thing, and when it's good, it's good.
uh-huh.
Not good, she's just like,
Eh,
yeah,
whatever.
okay, yeah, not really no. And
Yep.
and she's like up here like this, watching if it's good.
Mm-hmm.
She'll sit
That's
up and
good.
totally turn around, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My wife, I suggested to my wife to make some meatball stew, and my golly, it was pretty yummy. Some California mix of vegetables and mixed veggies. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Because
a good point.
the character had no future, and the audience had no reason to want to see her past since they knew what she ended up. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah. It's like, it's like, why'd they have to do that, Taskmaster? Come on.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
didn't
I don't know the
personally.
character that well, and even I know
Yeah.
that's screwed up.
I didn't mind Red Guardian, to be honest, but I don't know if I liked him as a father figure um in the movie. Like, I think he should have just been like, just a regular dude. I don't know if I liked the whole family dynamic thing. Just because they're all Russian doesn't mean they all, like, you know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. There was shocking a positive family and a positive thing about fathers. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
I'm just sorry. I'm blown away by that. It's like I go feel the foreheads of all the people. It's like, are you guys feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
You want to take a moment to signify or anything like that? Okay, we're good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before ending with the plot sucked. I don't know if
Plot.
the
There really wasn't a plot. They were all over the place.
yeah.
There was sequences and scene changes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm watching the Americans TV show. I'm watching the Bourne movie.
It was just like, let's destroy the Red Room because we
I'm
failed
watching
at
Mission
destroying the Red
Impossible.
Room.
Oh, I'm watching the Bourne movie.
Yeah,
It doesn't know what to be, what kind of movie to be.
exactly.
I keep like this. It's like, what the hell am I watching?
Uh,
Yeah, it had sequences. Um, jeez. Quite honestly, it's just bad. It,
they should have just nixed the whole angle with like with Taskmaster and his it being the daughter of the guy she failed to kill, or that she killed
yeah, I totally cut that out.
originally. And then they should have made the mother, because in the comics that's Iron Maiden. They should have made the mother the villain, and then just had done a mission back in the day, like, and it went bad or something, and the people that were running it held Black Widow in more higher regard than the mother, because let's say the mom was the reason they failed the mission or some shit, and that whole time that she's been with the Avengers and stuff, there's this animosity building, and then they while she's on the run, she just shows up and they start, she tries to fight her and tries to kill her or whatever, and then have something build from that.
Yeah, they all kinds of screwed up completely. Well, let me see here.
Yeah, it is true. They did only use her as a B character.
Yeah, because she was such much more than that. Personally, I thought. I thought, yeah, waste of a good story.
Because he still could have done like a suit with Iron Maiden. because Iron Maiden's suit like gives her extra strength and stuff and all that. So it would have been a match for Black Widow.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Man, I got a stack of videos I got to make.
Mm.
Oh, there's.
Take care, Keck.
Hey, take care, Keck. All right.
Definitely screwed the pooch.
I think we'll play the new song from last Sunday, Castle Rock Blues. The Castle Rock Show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it wasn't over and over. That being said, they wish it was just fish, ground and ground down, out of house, rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy, better here. They say it's a party, I say they are drowning in a centimeter of water. Don't have a hammer, a bag of rocks, knew better. The Castle Rock Show is going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish, round and round down. The house is a rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party, I say they are some more reserve. Drowning in a centimeter of water. Dumb has a hammer, a bag of rocks. Do better. The Castle Rock Show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just a show. Riding round down the house, growing and growing. Rotten tomato. A twisted reality in a galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party, I say they are drowning in a centimeter of water. Dumb as a hammer, a bag of rocks knew better. The Castle Rock Show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish, grind and ground down. The house is a rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party. I say they are drowning in a centimeter of waters. Pretty bad. Dumb as a hammer, a bag of rocks knew better. The Castle Rock Show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish, round and round down. The house is a rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party. I say they are drowning in a centimeter of waters. Dumb as a hammer, a bag of rocks knew better. Sure. The Castle Rock Show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish, grind and ground down. The house is a rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy would be better than here.
You could say that's a loaded song.
They say it's a party, I say they are drowning in a liter of water. Dumb as a hammer, a bag of rocks, do better. The Castle Rock show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just over. Brand new ground down. The house is a rotten tomato. Rotten tomato.
Yeah.
All right. Little break there. So yeah, that was the new song from I think last Saturday. Yeah. So how's it going, RR? How you doing, Parrot Head?
Yeah, hell.
Yeah. And you look like you're about ready to drown yourself in a cold bucket of water to stay awake.
I am. Oh man.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'll be 36 in August. So.
Oh, wow. Still young.
But my having to work swing shift is like screwing with me.
Oh man, I hated it.
So
Used to wash trucks working midnights. I hated it, man. Hated it. It's the most boring shift to work if you wash trucks, because between midnight and about 4 a.m., you know, the truck drivers are taking care of business or eating, doing stuff.
yeah,
And they don't want to see the light of day until actually, you know, until about the butt crack of dawn, right around 5 a.m.
Yep.
This gets lined up out the drive. And yeah. Thank you, Parrot Head. Thank you.
Yeah. What I do isn't that bad. It's just the schedule is kind of ass. But yeah, there's plenty to do. It's not like I'm bored or anything during that time. It's just annoying.
Oh, indeed. So this this song was meant to, I guess you could say, be born. It's the name is "Was It a Fantasy?" is the name of the song, and it was literally being born while Angelus was in the green room, and my studio was having an argument with StreamYard about who's going to have access to the freaking mic.
Yep.
And it was causing some glitches. I did a whole recording track, and it did not record because it was busy fighting over who was going to use the mic.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my god, it was driving me insane. It was making me crazy because, you know, it was kind of warm in here because I turned the fan off when I do audio tracks, and you know, the window's shut, and you know, it's 77 degrees outside the majority of the day, and it gets to be about 82 to 86 degrees in the room. Now, if the fan's pointed at me, it's not so bad, you know. I've become kind of accustomed to it, just a little bit of heat, you know, a little bit of sweating. Okay. So so I told Angelus I'll be right back, and then I went to see if the mic was working properly, and lo and behold, sure was. Working perfectly. And so I did this, of course, after practicing this song quite a bit. I finally got it to record, and this is what I got. And we played this in the beginning of the show. And wait a minute. Before I do this, I'm going to fill my glass real quick. But so Angelus, from your perspective, what kind of hair pulling out of my head was I doing at that moment?
Oh, you were pissed. Yeah, you were pissed, man. You're like, what the fuck is causing this shit?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going a bit nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some, updates that weren't exactly working on the drivers for that are connected with the computer. It goes to the website and all that stuff. And it's outside of Windows. And of course, Windows, there's an update waiting there too.
Yeah.
So with that, I'll just say, hey, here's the good music and good singing and shouting them pipes out and salute.
Now, I will say, as far as Black Widow goes, the Axel Braun parody is just the first scene is better than some of the stuff in the regular one. Just because, like, I don't know, it just seems like they cared more.
Something to think about, indeed. All right. Was it a fantasy? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. This is the tale of two sovereigns down on a plantation. Conventions of this and little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? Yeah. Yeah. This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping on the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping on the wind. Sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy?
This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of a little this and that.
Actually, that logo is actually a picture of me with beard. I just kind of, I don't know, I kind of used the burn tool a little bit on the beard part.
Yeah.
That's the actual hair. Just use the burn tool, and the face and the skin. I just kind of used like a little bit of a turquoise color.
Okay.
Then I put the glasses over that, and Ghost Bear icon is born.
Nice.
Best
Looks
one.
good.
That's the best one. I like it. I got a couple others I've been kind of messing with. I got another one, but I'm not 100% satisfied with it. I still kind of mess with it a little bit. Yeah. But if you look at Bob Weir, they look a little similar, because Bob Weir is all gray hair now and got a big old white beard and all that stuff.
Nice.
And I'm hoping when my beard goes all gray, it'll just be silver, because my hair, I got quite a few silvers in my head now.
Okay.
Because Grandma, when she went gray, she went silver, and I'm hoping that's how I go, silver. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not funny about dyeing my hair or anything like that.
I used to dye my hair when I let it grow out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not so much anymore. I just buzz all that shit off. It's easier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's see here. Let's see. Hey,
It's like
showbiz. Yeah. Yeah. The waters were serious that day.
Gonna do what I do best, acting I am, showing off is what I do. It's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do best what I do. Gonna show off like smoking in a manicure jamming. Better shake a leg. Throw it all on the dance floor. 2 steps back, spin, step right, let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting a ham. Showing off is what I do, it's all I know. Oh, they used to call me showbiz. Gonna do best what I do. Gonna show off like smoking in a bandit. Gear jamming. Better shake a leg. Throw it all on the dance floor. 2 steps back, then step right. Let's go. Gonna do what I do best. Acting a ham. Showing off is what I do. It's all I know. Whoa. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do what I do. Gonna show off like smoking bandits. You're jamming. Better shake a leg, go it all on dance floor. 2 steps back, spin step right, let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting a ham. Showing off is what I do, it's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do best what I do. Gonna show off like smoking a man here jamming. Better shake a leg, throw it all on the dance floor. 2 step back, spin step right, let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting a ham. Showing off is what I do. It's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do that's what I do. Gonna show off like Smokey in the band here jamming. Better shake a leg, throw it all on the dance floor. 2 steps back, spin, step right, let's go. Go. Yeah. Gonna do what I do best, acting a man. Showing off is what I do, it's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do best what I do. Gonna show off like Smokey down there jamming. Better shake a leg, throw it all on the dance floor. 2 step back, spin, step right, let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting a hand, showing off is what I do. It's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do what I do. Gonna show off like Smokey in the band here jamming. Better shake a leg, throw it all on the dance floor. 2 step back, step in right. Let's go. Gonna do what I do best. Acting in hand, showing off is what I do. It's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do what I do. Gonna show off like Smokey in the band here jamming. Better shake a leg on the dance floor. 2 steps back. All right. So let's see here.
Yep.
That was Showbiz. That was about me when I was about between the age of 3 and 4 and 5. Yeah. Believe it or not. Total terror, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, I was a terror back when I was in like elementary school too.
And my youngest man, he is a carbon copy of me.
Yeah,
so
I do look like Jack Black, like that.
I'm taking the extra. All right, I gotta look real quick. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Around good time. Let's see.
Hey guys, I'm a pencil.
Oh wow. Little moonlight. All right, how about a little moonlight? What do you think? Bam. Yeah. The fourth turning of the wheel in a starlit night. Little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift, telling a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween. Hey. Yeah. The fourth turning of the wheel in the starlit night. A little moonlight never hurt no one. Oh, that's
Don't
cool.
let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it. A story shared.
Oh, that's cool.
The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like dancing with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween.
On a live stream, my tricks are just strictly parlor.
The fourth turning the wheel in a starlit
I'm
night.
just using snap
A
camera.
little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Don't look to the present. Like a gift, tell it a story shared. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present. Like a gift, tell it a story shared. The fourth turning in the night. Fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. The fourth turning of the wheel in the starlit night. It's a little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present. Like a gift, tell it a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night.
I had fun making this song.
Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. The fourth turning of the wheel in a starlit night. A little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it like a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night.
Nice.
The fourth turning of the wheel in the starlit night.
That's awesome.
A little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present. Like a gift, tell it a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night. The fourth running of the wheel in the starlit night. A little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on a Halloween night. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night.
I am a banana.
Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present.
Hey man, you've
like
been
a
peeled.
gift, tell it.
I know.
The fourth wheel turning in the night. Just a bubblegum fantasy fiction fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch on a cage on Halloween night. Whoa. Yeah, that is a 6-minute and 4-second long song. And
a dancing banana.
yeah, 6 minutes worth of banana dancing.
It's a vampire banana.
All right, let's see here. Let's see. All right, must be a bird. Yeah, it's one of the newer ones as well. Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in fight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all the fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dancing on the air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all the fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dancing on the air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all the fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dancing on air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all those fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dance on air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds.
Cookie.
Give me the puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All the strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all the fools up?
Oh, the skull shaker.
Dance cliff, dancing on air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Yeah. Must be a bird is the name of that one.
Gonna let it burn.
Must be a bird. As in a birdie flew away. All right, let's see now. Let's see. Looking back in time, history not be erased. Getting lost in paradise or getting gear. Days of Bliss. Let's go with Days of Bliss. Yeah. Uh-oh. 7 hours, 7 watching, 7 streams never ending, 7 streams over hill, downhill, in 7 waterfalls. Planet shaking, love the South and that sound. Watering down the bend, where the water runs. Blue light feeds the water of light. Wafting through the bright wood, green and growing bright. Wandering, not lost, getting found every day. Found a waterfall, all 7 days of bliss. Under the 7 suns. 7 hours, 7 watching, 7 streams never ending, 7 streams over hill, downhill, in 7 waterfalls. Planet shaking, love the South and that sound. Wandering down the bend, where the water runs. Blue light feeds the water of life, wafting through the bright wood. Green and growing bright, wandering, not lost, getting found every day. Found a waterfall, all 7 days of bliss, under the 7 sun. 7 hours, 7 watching, 7 streams never ending, 7 streams over hill and down the hill, in 7 waterfalls. Planet shaking, I love that sound.
Hey guys, I'm Tommy from the Guinea
Where
Pig
the
Collective.
water runs, blue light feeds the water of life. Wafting through the bright wood, green and growing bright. Wandering, not lost, getting found every day. Found a waterfall, all 7 days of bliss. Under the 7 suns, 7 hours, 7 watching, 7 streams never ending, 7 streams over hill, downhill, in 7 waterfalls. Planet shaking, love the South and that sound. Wandering down the bend, where the water runs. Blue light feeds the water of life, wafting through the bright wood, green and growing bright. Wandering, not lost, getting found every day. Found a waterfall, 7 days of bliss, under the 7 suns.
That's an angry guinea pig. Look at that guy. Ah! He's angry.
That's the angry guinea pig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that like have the backgrounds are the better ones. What in the world?
What? Whoa, okay. Is that a beaver in front of you?
I don't know what that is.
It looks like you got a beaver. Is that a beaver on your mouth?
I guess. I gotta get Tommy to get one of these. Get this.
Let's see here. Yeah. I've definitely had a drink or two. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
This one has, what is that? A flower? Yeah, a flower.
Now that looks more like I think a guinea pig.
Yeah, they are guinea pigs.
The last one didn't look like a guinea pig.
No, it looks like a groundhog.
Beaver or groundhog or whatever that is.
Yeah. That's a guinea pig.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a full background. I don't like that.
Oh yeah. So let's see here.
I've been assimilated.
Yeah. All right. All right. This one's called Getting Gear. We gotta run for the hills. Gotta make the deal better than Meals on Wheels. Never say, come back. It'll come back to haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in here. Haven't been seen on the scene in years. All the dedicated gather around. We are everywhere. It's the sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. We gotta run for the hills, gotta make the deals better than Meals on Wheels. Never say never, it'll come back to haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in here. Haven't been seen on the scene in years.
Whoa, kitty
All
cat.
the dedicated gather round. We are everywhere. It's the sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. If you know it, sing it loud and clear.
Yes.
We gotta run for the hills, gotta make the deal better than Meals on Wheels. Never say never, it'll come back to haunt you.
Whoa.
To haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in gear. Haven't been seen on the scene in years. All the dedicated gather round, we are everywhere. It's the sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. We gotta run for the hills, gotta make the deal better than Meals on Wheels. Never say never, it'll come back to haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in gear. Haven't been seen on the scene in years. All the dedicated gather round, we are everywhere. It's a sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. Oh man,
Nice.
yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. That was fun creating too.
Mm-hmm.
And normally, sometimes during live streams, a song will be born, and normally it was already half a bottle gone. Sometimes when that happened.
Mm.
Oh yes, yeah. I just the last my last bottle of cognac Black Reserve was lasted about almost 5 months.
Nice.
Something you want to just sip on from here and there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, let's find the let's see here. 26 years gone. That's a little deep. Little Moonlight. Days of Bliss. We already listened to that, right? Yeah. Days of Bliss. Nope. yeah, I think we'll do that. Yeah.
Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world, paradise in my pocket. I can't get out every now and then, like the dragon out of the box. Running around town, the lost is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie would be our device. That's what I call paradise. Autumn down, spring up here. From coast to coast, around the world, down under and over, here and there. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world. Paradise in my pocket, I can't get out every now and then. Like taking the dragon out of the box, running around town.
Mr. Pickle.
The lost is found.
Yeah.
Getting lost in paradise.
Salute.
All we want is a slice of apple pie. Be divine. That's what I call paradise. That's what I would call paradise. Autumn down there, spring up here, from coast to coast, around the world, down under and over, here and there. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world. Paradise in my pocket, I take it out every now and then. Like taking the dragon out of the box, running around town. The lost is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie. Would be divine, that's what I call paradise. Autumn down there, spring up here, from coast to coast, all around the world, down there, over there, here. Uh-oh, get over there.
Is that going?
Yeah.
Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world.
It's reserved.
Paradise in my pocket. I take it out every now and then. Like taking the dragon out of the box, running around town. Lost it is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie. Would be divine. That's what I call paradise. Autumn down there, spring up here, from coast to coast, around the world, down under and over here, there and over there and over here. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a paradise world. I take it out every now and then, like taking the dragon out of the box, running around town. The lost is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie.
I'm Zubat. Or Golbat.
Speaking of course. Breaking in their time and space, learning throw roses. What was given, not excuses out. Keep pretending to not notice. Wave of emotion, like wave rolling back. Pretending and pretending all of fake faking, spitting yarn all over town. Don't blow gasket. Getting lost in town, finding trouble in double time. Learning to grow roses, 3 wise men pulling courts. breaking the barrier of time and space, learning to grow roses. What was given, not making excuses. I'll keep pretending not to notice. Wave of emotion, like the waves rolling back.
That's cool. Doesn't spin.
Pretending and pretend all the fake city spinning yarns all over town. Don't blow a gasket, getting lost in town, finding trouble in double time. Learning to grow roses, 3 wise men pulling corks, breaking barrier time and space. Learning to grow roses. What was given, not making excuses. I'll keep pretending not to notice. Wave of emotion like waves rolling back. Pretend land all the fake spin shitty spinning yarn all over town. Don't blow gasket, getting lost in town, finding trouble in double time. Learning to grow roses, 3 wise men pulling corks, breaking the barrier of time and space, learning to grow roses. What was in the wrong spot? Not making excuses.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Not to notice. Wave of emotion, like waves rolling back. Pretend all the fake shitty yarns all over town. Don't blow gasket, getting lost in town, finding trouble in double time. Learning to grow roses, 3 wise men pulling corks, breaking the barrier of time and space. Learning to grow roses. Learning to grow roses. 3 wise men pulling corks, breaking the barrier of time and space. Learning to grow roses. What was given, not making excuses. I'll keep pretending not to notice. Wave of emotion,
Does that armor?
waves rolling.
Yes.
Pretend, and all the fake spinning yarns all over town. Don't blow a gasket, getting lost in town, trouble in double time. Learning to grow roses, 3 wise men pulling corks, breaking the barrier of time and space. Learning to grow roses, 3 wise men pulling corks, breaking the barrier of time and space. Learning to grow roses, breaking the barrier of time and
Increase the blue.
space.
I can't adjust any of that with this.
Like the blue.
3 wise men
Whoa.
pulling corks. Okie dokie. All right. 3 wise men pulling corks. Wild. Hey, LDG, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Hey, LDG.
So let's see. Since everyone's here, let's play that new one real quick. May as well. Ooh, yeah. This is the tale of two sovereigns down on a plantation. Conventions of this and little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? Yeah. Yeah. This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping on the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping on the wind. Sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of a little of this and that. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I got a little bit of influence from Grand Funk Railroad. When I was, 15, 16, I discovered my dad had a pretty lengthy record collection.
Okay.
And I discovered Grand Funk Railroad, and man, I really like those guys. That is just, yeah, spooky.
There we go. There's a ghost.
Yeah, it's a ghostly hallway. Just as long as it's not a real picture of a ghostly hallway. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see here.
Some of these you like click on, they don't do anything.
Did we play Looking Back in Time? I don't think we did. Nice.
Hey, hey. The wind blew through the trees. The strings were plucked, the strings twanging, the piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul, moves your hair. Walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the watering hole. Had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back. Down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees. The strings were plucked. The strings twanging, piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul and moves your hair. Walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the watering hole. Had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back. Down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. The wind went through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings twanging. The piano banging out the sound, there were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul, moves your hair. Walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind
Gotta love some banging piano.
To the watering hole.
And a frogman.
Had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back. Down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings twanging, the piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul and your hair. Walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the watering hole. had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back. Down the alley, up the west coast, away I went. Caught up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings twang, a piano banging out the sound. The horns were blowing, horns making sound. The kind of wind that moves the soul and moves your hair. Piano banging out the sound, the horns were blowing, horns are making sound. Kind of wind move your soul. Do 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 do. Be-de-de-de. One bear to rule them all, and in
Satire.
the light find them all. In the kingdom of the ghost bear, his shirt is made of light. Bears clean the dark, beaming the blue light from the sea to blue sea. Of light, take and fight, give your plight to the light. One bear to rule them all, in the blue light find them. In the kingdom of the ghost bear, dancing in the blue light. One bear to rule them all, and in the blue light find them all. In the kingdom of the ghost bear, this shirt is made of light. Bears clean the dark, beaming the blue light from sea to blue sea. Of light, take and flight, give your flight to the light. One bear to rule them all. In the blue light, find them in the kingdom of the ghost bear, dancing in the blue light. One bear to rule them all, and in the blue light, find them all. In the kingdom of the ghost bear, his shirt is made of light. Bears
I like that.
clean the dark, beaming
Yeah.
the blue light from sea to blue sea of light, taking flight. Give your flight to the light. One bear to rule them all. In the blue light, find them. In the kingdom of the ghost bear, dancing in the blue rain. One bear to rule them all, in the blue light find them all. In the kingdom of the ghost bear, his shirt is made of light. Bears clean the dark, beaming the blue light from sea to blue sea. Of light taking flight, give your flight to the light. One bear to rule them all. In the blue light find them, in the kingdom of the ghost bear, dancing in the blue light.
Imagine wearing something like that at a
One
concert.
bear
I know, right?
all, and in the blue light find them.
Oh,
in
man.
the kingdom of the ghost bear, his shirt is made of light. Bears clean the dark, beaming the blue light from sea to blue sea of light.
Oh,
Taking
man,
flight.
that's funny.
Give your plight to the light. One bear to rule them all. In the blue light, find them. In the kingdom of the ghost bear, dancing in the blue light, blue rain. One bear to rule them all. In the blue light, find them all. In the kingdom of the ghost bear, his shirt is made of light. Bears clean the dark, beaming the blue light from sea to blue, sea of light, taking flight, give your flight to the light one there to rule them all in the blue light, find them in the kingdom of the ghost bear, dancing in the rain, the blue rain.
Yeah, I had
Kingdom.
I had fun making that song. That was fun. And yeah, there's a lot of satire involved in that one. Yeah.
Now I'm a bear too.
All right. Here's the chat and RR and all those who faithfully come here and hang out with us. You guys are awesome. Here's you. Salute.
Yeah, you guys are always awesome.
Oh, that reserve, man. I love that it's on sale.
Nice.
Oh. Oof. Wow. So when I went to the grocery store to pick up the reserve, oh yeah, it is. And you know, there's another Hennessy version that's a little bit better than supposedly than the reserve. It's on sale for 60 to 50 something or 60 something. And of course it's not in. It was in last time and I chose to get regular Hennessy because the other one wasn't on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, good stuff. And so, hey Tommy, how you doing, man?
Hey, Tommy.
We were telling everybody that you were right. Pretty much, yeah. But oh jeez.
I was assimilated by Tommy.
So, all right, I'm at one point in time in Washington State, you had to go to a specified liquor store, pretty much owned by the state government and distributed by them. But a few years back, they changed it into where you could have hard liquor in grocery stores and stuff like that. They can get licensed. It completely changed everything. And so it makes my life easier. I can just go down to the grocery store and get a bottle of Hennessy where you couldn't a few years back. And this lady was waiting in front of me, and she was asking about vodka. And I got some experience with vodka, and me and some friends from years back put down a couple bottles of Absolute. We were making martinis, and oh, buddy, did we? Wow! And so that's kind of why I don't drink vodka, and really I don't drink gin martinis either. Actually, because they're too much alike. My friend's driving me home, and I'm just like, never again, right? He's like, yes, never again. Not that stuff, right? No, not that stuff. Something else? Yeah. And that was the consensus of the conversation because both of our heads were just like, rare. We had some coffee, and oh man, I swear to God, I think we woke up drunk.
Nice.
And so I'm talking with the lady that was waiting before me, and they have a little buzzer you can press, and then somebody will come over and help you out because all them things are locked up because there's idiots that like to steal things, and so she's wanting to get some vodka. I'm like either Absolute or Sky Vodka. Sky Vodka is halfway decent. I go, if you just want to make some cocktails, Sky Vodka is halfway decent. Absolute might be a little bit more pricey, but I noticed that Sky was on sale for $12 and Absolute wasn't, and so she chose the Sky. yeah, if you want to have some martinis or some screwdrivers, it makes perfect screwdriver, And the great thing about that kind of alcohol, if you start drinking screwdrivers, you keep drinking screwdrivers. You don't switch or change your drink. You keep drinking that. And that's the secret to being able to drink as much alcohol as you can reasonably without destroying your liver. So I always recommended a pint of water to every alcohol beverage you drink. And so whenever I'm drinking, I have plenty of water to drink, and I down that water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I recommended both of those, either one, and she went with Sky, and she didn't get the flavored one. She got the standard, just straight up Sky, and that's the perfect choice. Because you want a flavor, you got your own flavors you can get and put your own flavors in that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think the bottle has hit me a little bit there. Yeah. Did I play Never Misses a Beat yet?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Oh, I can change the color of that.
All right. Somebody tell me if I've played this once already.
Oh, only blue.
No, I don't think I have.
No.
No one knows. The beat, the history of the fear salesman, moves merchandise from street to street, never misses a beat. Peddles products of fear from the deepest lows in the fear farm, gathering their wares, treated as fashion, seen in disgust, peddled as candied goods. Good that includes pain and despair. Flames burning bright, lit the night, killing the shade, hiding in the shadows. What was said, what was brought forth, we bring it into the light. Good tune. Fear not, for the light shines. Fear not, fear not. Down on this jolly party, make with the song, sing it loud, never misses a beat. The history of the fear salesman moves merchandise from street to street, never misses a beat. Peddles products of fear from the deepest lows in the fear farm, gathering their wares, treated as fashion, seen in disgust, peddled as candied goods. Goods that include pain and despair. Flames burning bright, lit the night, killing the shade, hiding in the shadows. What was said and what was brought forth, we bring it into the light. We bring it into the light. Fear not, for the light shines down on this jolly party. Make with the song, sing it loud. Hey, hey, babina, buddha, never miss a beat. The history of the fear salesman moves merchandise from street to street, never misses a beat. Peddles products of fear from the deepest lows in the fear farm, gathering their wares, treated as fashion, seen
in disgust, peddled as candied goods. Goods that include pain and despair, flames burning bright. Let the night kill in the shade, hiding in the shadows. What was said, what was brought forth. Fear not, for the light shines down on this jolly party. Make with a song, sing it loud. Good tune, huh? Never misses a beat is the name of that. Yeah, I had the lyrics and I found the instrumental, and it just really fit the personality of the tune. Yeah. This cognac is sipping music. Yeah, exactly. Indeed. Although I had, I think this is Pete's Coffee. I do believe. There, Stephen. I satisfied your curiosity when you asked. I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Pete's Coffee by now. So there, takes care of that. Gets that off the list. There we go. So yeah, that that little ditty was Never Misses a Beat, and I think my heart leans in the blues area, and probably into the folksy kind of hillbilly-ish kind of sound and music. But I like it to sound a little twisted because Jerry was it Jerry Reed? Jerry Reed. He plays gut string guitar, and I really love the sound of that. And those are Jerry Lewis. I don't know. I've had some drinks in me, so things aren't firing and clicking the way they're supposed to. and believe it or not, I only do this on my channel, so that way when I drink, it's like it's mine and all that stuff. And so I know what I can do from that on out. But on someone else's channel, no, it's a sip or two here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little loose and not chasing that goose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, coffee's good too. Oh, that's some strong stuff. I picked up a 1983 Stanley thermos, and believe it or not, it was only about $20. And some other ones, they sell for a little bit more. But it keeps coffee just a little bit hotter than my. I think I got it in 99 or 95, something like that. I think it was a 95 model, and it doesn't keep coffee hot very long anymore. Coffee is an important thing, you gotta have that stuff stay hot. Because I remember when traveling down the road, the first thing I do after the thermos was empty, man, I go hit the coffee place and I put hot water in there, fill it, shake it up, and dump it out, and then the best coffee they had and the freshest went in the thermos. And sometimes I ask them, I go, "Hey, can you hook this one up here real quick?" And before it was done, I had something ready. I put under it, and then I filled my thermos up, and that way I got the strong coffee, and then I was out of there making sure, because you had to do things to stay awake, man, because it took me 3 days to get from Gary, Indiana to Olympia, Washington, going the southern way, the southern route. And so it was 3 20-hour driving stretches.
Okay.
And at the end of one 20-hour, it was like almost 22 hours. And I made it to
the desert in California there, the Mojave Desert. And
Mhm.
I drove through all of it at night, and it was freaking beautiful. I got to see a jackrabbit cross the road, and I had to actually slow down, brake, and downshift to accommodate this jackrabbit. It was otherwise the damn thing would have damaged my car and all that. And I seen what you call a very bright green shooting star, and I was just like, oh.
Mm.
And so toward the end of that, when you're driving like that and you've been driving that long, what ends up happening is the road starts stretching from left to right,
Mhm.
and then from depth perception forward, it'll start kind of shortening and then expanding, shortening and expanding. And then it'll do the side to side stuff at the same time. That's when you know you got to pull over immediately. You got to get off the road and then get some sleep. Because once that starts happening, you're in trouble. You got to get off the road.
I've actually fallen asleep at the wheel before, and
yeah, that's bad. You know, you can do such a thing as a micro sleep. It's 2 seconds, you're asleep. It's like, whoa, shit! Slap, 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 slap. Yeah,
I've done it at work too. It's not good. I was on break though one night, and I do forklifts, so I was out on the stacker, and each load like takes a certain each pallet like takes a certain amount of time to fill up, and then you gotta move it. Well, I had a guy covering for me, and I like fell asleep maybe towards the end of my break, and he came over and beat the horn at me. Then by the time I got over there, I almost because you'll pull the skid, you'll set it where you need to stage it so this, another driver can take it to where it needs to go. Wow. And then you got to put a new skid back in. Well, I was super close to not getting the next skid in, but I ended up doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. If not, then you have a bunch of boards on the ground that get all
crunched,
pitched up, and got to be scrapped and stuff. Luckily, we recycle all our scrap. It goes right back into the product. So.
All right. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. Yeah, there we go. Hey, get back, Jack. Freedom's not a relic to be stored in a museum, nor in a root cellar. History will not be erased. I say, get in the way. No way. Hey. Gonna tell a story. It's not in the year zero. We need a hero. Time together, all the heroes make story worthy of a song. Some know we're ahead. The bygone days are not bygone. There's a story or a tale to tell. Tell it I will, it rings true. Till I'm blue in the face with loving grace. Get back. Freedom is not a relic to be stored in a museum, nor a fruit cellar.
History will not be erased. I say, get in the way. No way, no way. Gonna tell the story. It's not a year zero. We need a hero. Time to gather all the heroes and make a story worthy of a song, sung over hell. The bygone days are not gone. There's a story or tale to tell. Tell it I will, it rings true, till I'm blue in the face, with loving grace. Freedom is not a relic to be stored in a museum. Wow. Yeah, that is something. All right. That's the monitor on. This is without a monitor. This is with its on. All right. All right. Do. Check some. Yeah. Every now and then I hear something that comes from my cord, my mic. It's when I get a new cord. That noise right there.
Mm-hmm.
That one right there. That or it's not me at all. I don't know. Weirdness. Okay, I think that's kind of perfect. Maybe a little bit more volume. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do. All right. Get back, Jack. Freedom is not a relic to be stored in a museum, nor a root cellar. History will not be erased. Hey, oh. I say, get in the way, no way, no way. Gonna tell a story. It's not year zero. We need a hero. Time to gather all the heroes. Make a story worthy of a song, sung over and the bygone days are not gone. There's story or tale to tell. Tell it I will, it rings true. Till I'm blue in the face with loving grace. Get back, Jack. Freedom is not a relic to be stored in a museum, nor a root cellar. History will not be erased. I say, get in the way. No way, no way, hey, hey. No way, no way, hey, hey. We're gonna tell a story. It's not year zero. We need a hero.
together all the heroes, make a story worthy of a song, sung over again. The bygone days are not gone.
Nice.
How'd that sound? Because I
Sounds good.
turned off the monitor because it was doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it sounded fine to me.
All right, it is almost 1 a.m. over here.
It's all about 4 a.m. over here.
Yeah. Fun. Always fun.
Mm-hmm.
A barrel of it.
What is that supposed to mean, RR? Is that early?
4 a.m. Let's see here. I suppose back east might be 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because applied alcohol and dyslexic in words and numbers and stuff like that. Yeah, it's what's really cool is the fact that I was able to sing that song pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Even having a little bit of difficulty with the glitch, I turned the monitor off and
Oh.
yeah.
Normally I can stay up, but I don't know. Lately, I just haven't been able to. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you know, I get like this one night a week and all that. So okay, I'm gonna stream, have a good time and all that. Boom, boom, yeah. And certain days of the week I can do certain things and all that. But my boys take up my attention a lot because
Mm-hmm.
they're typical boys. They love to find stuff and get into stuff.
Yeah.
And become a parent. There's this thing, heavy silence. You're going to hear heavy silence. You're going to automatically know something's going on. Find the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Find the kids. What are they doing?
Yep. Yeah, if it's too quiet, it's too good to be true.
I just had a cup of coffee.
See, I stopped drinking soda, so it's been I want to say all but a month since I actually had any soda.
I just had the last drink of this still fairly tasty coffee.
So I've been drinking water, and yeah, so my energy is like.
What kind of beer was that you were drinking, or was that cider?
Oh, it's a hard cider. It's Angry Orchard.
Oh wow! How many of those you drink?
I think I drank 2 or 3 tonight.
Yeah, what's funny about those kinds of alcoholic beverages? I can't drink them. I can't touch them because as soon as I drink one, man, I got a massive splitting headache. And it's the same way with most of the tart, not tart, but the real sour blush wines and even red wines. I can't drink it because it gives me a headache. But the only kind of wine that I can drink,
it's like 5%.
Yeah, and I can drink basically late harvest Riesling or a Johannesburg Riesling. It's basically a sweet tart wine. Good stuff. Goes real good with salmon.
They make a rosé one of these.
Oh, the rosé wines, man! I drink that. Headache City, man. I can't touch it.
Yeah,
I
don't like it.
Yeah, so all those really fancy.
These are kind of sweet though. Like so.
Yeah, I've had that. I got my wife those before, and she likes them every now and then. She needs to be in the mood for that particular kind.
Yeah, it's the first time I don't normally get stuff to drink, but I was in the mood, I guess. I
Libertarians
know,
say
right?
that vampires drink wine coolers. Oh. Oh, that reminds me of a drink. Zima. Remember that drink?
Oh yeah, we were talking about that on
It was
Wes's stream last night.
it was a clear malt liquor,
Yeah,
and it tasted
wasn't it
like.
supposed to be non-alcoholic, or they claimed it was
Oh no,
non-alcoholic.
it was absolutely alcohol. It had alcohol in it,
Mm-hmm.
and because I got an ex fiance that loved to drink that stuff,
Mm.
and it was like this weird cross between 7-Up and Sprite, maybe with a little bit of splash of Mountain Dew to the flavor.
Ew, that's weird.
And that's what it tasted like, and it was absolutely clear. And
Like Crystal Pepsi.
I actually like Crystal Pepsi.
Ugh. They brought it back recently, and I liked it
Really?
when I was younger, but now
Wow.
I didn't like it. I don't
Who
know what it
has
was.
who
I think they
has
changed
it?
the recipe. Who has it?
Who?
What do you mean?
Yeah, who's carrying it right now? Crystal Pepsi, because
Oh, it was like I want to say last year, or the year before that they brought it back.
yeah, I like Capri cigarettes. Those are skinny ass.
They brought the
long
blue
cigarettes.
Pepsi back too recently. Remember that?
Blue Pepsi.
Yeah, it was just
I
blue
don't
Pepsi.
I don't remember Blue Pepsi.
Yeah.
Oh, it's color blue.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Very, very weird.
I really want them to bring the holiday spice Pepsi back. That stuff was amazing. It was like you know the stuff you like put on the stove like during the holidays, and then you like
Oh
put
yeah.
and you
Don't
like
they taste funny?
huh?
Don't they taste funny? The spice ones. A little bit
Not
of a
really.
spicy taste.
You can drink it. You can drink it like cold or warm.
Really?
Yeah. But the Pepsi sort of tasted like that, and I thought it was really good. It didn't have like a spice, like it wasn't spicy or anything, but
Yeah, because
it was really good.
I've always wondered what a Coca-Cola would taste like without all the caramel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wondered about that. And I thought Crystal Pepsi was it played tricks with my mind because my taste buds told me that I just drank some cola, but my mind
Mm-hmm.
was telling me I drank something that was like Sprite or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was a mind fuck, and it's kind of why I liked it.
Yeah.
Crystal Pepsi.
I thought it was cool as a kid, and I enjoyed it. What I remember, but then like when it came back out, I tried it. I think they changed the recipe. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised.
I like the recipe they had. Came out with
Mm.
it. Oh shit! What year was it when they did that? That's when like cola came out.
Light? Oh,
Like
you mean
like cola?
uh,
Like like cola. Yeah.
Hmm.
And they were having a promotion. It was 25 cents.
yeah, it
for,
tastes like blue raspberry, or has like a berry taste to it.
Yeah.
The blue Pepsi.
That's something my wife would probably like.
They
Actually,
did bring did make a cinnamon Coke, which was pretty good. It was the closest thing to holiday spice Pepsi that we'll get.
Hmm.
They did that last year, I want to say.
So yeah, I'm gonna be getting some Bluetooth earbuds
Mm-hmm.
for my phone because for some
I need to
reason
do that too.
The headphone jack has been messing up.
I don't have a headphone jack on mine, and that's why I need to get a Bluetooth thing.
What kind of phone is that?
I have
Apple?
the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra,
Yeah,
but I have a stylus and stuff, so I can draw and do all that stuff.
yeah, my mom's gonna send me her note. I don't know which one it is. but she got a Apple, and so she's going to send me her note. And
Mhm.
so I was just like, "Oh yeah, send that to me because I'll use it to
Oh yeah.
produce videos."
Mhm.
Because you think my phone's fast producing the video? That because they got this the same processor and the same battery are in my phone and that phone that I got. Because I got a deal, and normally it would have been probably like um,
Mhm.
close to 1,000 a piece on those phones when they first came out, and I got them to give us a real good deal for both of them.
See, Tommy said they only last 2 hours. The ones that I was looking at say they last for 6 hours. So I don't know.
Yeah, like
Because
you gotta.
I might need to get them for the flight or whatever when I go to Vegas.
Yeah.
So I have something to do on the way there.
So yeah, I might end up having to replace my phone because of the earpiece
Mm,
because it hasn't been it's been staticky and not working correctly and stuff like that.
okay.
And you can make it
Well,
yeah.
they
So
said
yeah,
that I
that
could do. I guess they make adapters where you can use the C and it'll turn it into a what is it? The 3 millimeter
sound cord.
or whatever the
Yeah,
headphone jack is.
yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know.
yeah. I've got I've got some C adapters to regular size USB. I I got them just for shits and giggles. Like, you know what? I
Hmm.
seen it. It was cool looking. I'm like, you know what? I need a few of those. You never know,
Yeah.
because wouldn't you know it, my laptop has a C port,
My computer has a C port too, but I don't know if it's enabled or what because it wasn't working.
and I'm getting glitches from stuff on C port,
Hmm.
and I wasn't before, but I am now because I put my I have this little flash drive that can be plugged into. It's really cool. It's got a C port connection on one side, and
Hmm.
it's got a standard USB on the other side where you can plug it in.
Hmm.
And so it's really convenient if you don't have enough big USB ports,
Hmm.
basically USB 3 port. You got a C port and flip it around, plug it in. But I think I found some glitches because earlier it kept asking me if I wanted to cancel opening a compressed folder. It kept popping up, and I think it was a glitch to do with the C port and
Hmm.
folders. Yeah,
Hmm.
funny things. And before the show started, I experienced some glitches,
Hmm.
and I had to restart the laptop, and I was practically pulling all my hair out, and I was sweating
Yeah, you were.
about a gallon of sweat. And man,
I was like, "What is taking?" He's gone for a while. I didn't know it took that long to restart a computer. But you were
oh man.
recording
Well,
you were finished recording the song.
yeah, what it did was is when it restarted, it didn't restart, didn't hard restart. It just timed out, then went back. And so I just actually manually shut it off, boom, all the way, then
Uh-huh.
turned it back all the way on.
Okay.
And so and then I got back into the yard, and I told you what I realized and said I'd be right back. And I
Hmm.
figured out that it was the yard fighting over the mic with the studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I know
talk
I
about
got this stuff. I got some stuff the other day that I'm sure Tommy will appreciate because he's a wrestling fan. I don't know if you are, Bear, but a guy from work had a bunch of
depends on what it is.
bunch of wrestling DVDs that he didn't want to like just sell to somebody. He wanted to give them away to somebody that would like them or enjoy it. So like, got this one here with the Road Warriors.
Hmm.
The Rise and Fall of ECW. Back in Black.
NWO.
NWO.
I remember when they popped up just after Hulkmania.
Some Stone Cold Steve Austin stuff. Then there's this top 50 superstars of all time.
Oh shit, that one's probably a good one.
Yeah, it looks like it has like some oldies. The Rock. Oh, one of the Unforgiven pay-per-views.
All right, the
Rock.
The big question in the room is, do you have Hulkamania?
And then that one, Hulkamania, the DVD. No, I don't. And then he had a bunch of Diva ones too. So we got the Divas Desert Heat.
Oh, no kidding.
Divas south of the border.
Are these wrestling or something else?
They're wrestling. They're wrestling. They're wrestling things. I don't think they ever did any like new stuff with the Divas. They just did like lingerie and like swimsuits. But yeah, I got a bunch of that stuff the other day, so I got some stuff to look at and watch.
Man.
And I've been like recently going through YouTube and watching like old clips of like stuff too. So
yeah, that one that covers all the top 50, man, all the old ones and the new ones. That'd be interesting if you can figure out how to play it on your computer and share it to the screen.
Man, Mania is flying wild. But
well, let's see here. How about one more song and we'll call it, because I really want to go outside and have a cigarette, man.
All right.
There's really no way for me to take the live stream outside with my headset always kind of screwing up.
Yeah.
And I've had enough glitches. I don't want to push the glitch, whatever causes the glitch. Right? Okay.
Nice.
I'll agree.
Right.
So let's see here. I guess. Ooh. Japanese death.
I never watched any of the ECW stuff, so like the only stuff I know of ECW is the guys who came over to WWF and all that. So it'll be interesting to watch some of those.
Because I gotta say, for a number of years, the only thing that I was interested in was RockNRoll, Grateful Dead, Star Trek every now and then, and Star Wars. And basically Grateful Dead was right at the top of priorities.
Yeah.
And so I spent a number of years having fun and all that, being around different types of rock and roll. And I gotta say, Grand Funk Railroad is one of the major influences, because man, they got some great stuff. And it just reminds me, I need to get, because it's been years since, because I had a lot of vinyl at one point in time, because I inherited a lot of the vinyl from my dad's collection. And man, if I had the special Japanese import vinyl of The Wall that my dad got, my God, man, those were rare. My dad ordered it, and it took like I don't know, 3 months to get there.
Oh wow!
Special order. Everybody was ordering it, and yeah. And it was a special pressing of vinyl. I forget the name of it, but
nice.
It sounded better than standard vinyl pressing. And I remember when I was a kid, Dad talking about it coming, and I remember when Dad put the record on for the first time. Dad played loud music.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of BIC Venture speakers?
I don't think so.
They're loud. Well, my dad had 4 of those.
Okay.
And he had a JVC amp that had 4 channels. And this was serious wattage. I think it was basically 100 watts per channel. I think it was a 400 watt receiver. And old school stuff from the 70s. The first solid state of stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he played the Pink Floyd on that, man. It was like something else, you know. If you had the windows open, if you cranked it, you could probably hear it on the other side of the neighborhood, on the other side of the busy street.
Nice. Very nice.
And so I remember those particular speakers. I had cousins that had damaged, and so I pretty much fixed the cones. Because once you get the cone fixed, if you don't play it, you get the cone fixed immediately, and then it'll be all right. You won't blow nothing. And fixing the speaker's cone that's got a hole in it is tricky. Yeah, it does. Big time. Yeah. And oh man, you gotta love what's his name that turned down. What's his name that owns Fake Book. Turned down. He wanted to use a song, and he basically
You wanted to use the song?
yeah.
Who was it?
Facebook, Zuckerberg.
Oh,
And
I didn't. Why did you need a song?
he wanted to use one of Floyd's songs for something, and he got coming from someone coming from someone that's English, it was quite rude and deserved, and he said no.
Yeah.
So yeah, and music in its own way is sacred, and basically if it, yeah, he sure did, and so it's these our music that over the years, as we grow, becomes iconic, and a lot of times they want to take some of this iconic music and use it in advertising or something like that.
Yeah.
Haha, you nodded.
I did.
You nodded.
I'll be 36 in August, Tommy.
Yeah, I'll be
Are you gonna Tommy, are you going to Vegas? Are you going to Vegas, Barry?
No, man. I got boys, man. I got to keep an eye on, man. They love to press mom's buttons, man. Yeah. Basically, they are really true to their Scottish heritage on the way they are being boys. They fight like Irish twins, and they constantly fighting like typical brothers.
Yeah.
And because here's the thing, they're either in cahoots together, having fun doing this, getting in mischief together, or they're fighting. And we're talking like good old fashioned fisticuffs,
Okay.
These guys, they don't mess around. When they get indignant with each other, they do. And so I'm constantly, Ian's the younger one, and I'm constantly keeping an eye on them because Ian's got a little bit more balance and a little bit more meat on his bone than the older one. So, and it's like, so I'm keeping an eye on them real close.
It has nothing to do with gambling. God damn. I'm not gonna gamble. I'm gonna go meet the group of people that I've met throughout the past 2 years.
Thanks for the stream, boss. Bedtime for me. Take care, Al. Yeah, good night,
Take
man.
care, LDG.
Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, we got wake up. Hello, are you there? Click, 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 click.
Oh, I'm here. I got this new chair like a month or so ago, and it's freaking comfortable.
Yeah. Hey, you know, just right above the knee, how the muscle on the side, on the inside of the leg wraps around. What the hell is that muscle right there called?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Because I think I pulled that muscle the other day. It's a really weird spot to have a pulled muscle. It's just above the knee on the side, on the inside of the leg,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember having a pulled muscle in that spot right there. And it's like, man,
Muscle under your knee,
right above it on the inside of the
above.
leg. Yeah,
It's,
the lower, I guess it'd be lower leg muscle on the inside, but it's quite stiff, and it's like that kind of feels like a pulled muscle a little bit, or a strained muscle. And it's just like that's what that feels like. Ain't had one of those in years.
knee anatomy.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tommy. Man, I ain't getting on no damn plane.
So
you're gonna
quadricep.
What's that? It's quadricep.
Quadricep tendon is like, yeah, it looks like quadricep tendon is in front. Where's the one in the back though?
So
I would assume it's just the back quadricep,
Yeah. Well,
quadricep tendon.
Even back in the middle school days when I was in the running club, I didn't experience a pulled muscle in that area.
Tommy, jeez. How is it gambling with? It's a flight.
Oh, I think what Tommy is saying is the insanity, flaming horseshoes. You got to jump through, and you really don't have to jump through horseshoes. Just walk right through them.
Oh, you mean the TSA?
Exactly.
Yeah. The security theatrics that they make us go through.
Yeah, it's like I know how to drive, and if I want to be there enough, I can drive there. But I don't want to leave my boys alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially at their age.
Oh man. So it's just like I'm paying close attention to my youngest because he needs it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I did get a Millennium Falcon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beware the coof. I don't even wear a mask at work anymore. So, let alone going out anywhere, because they were making us wear them. They seem to not care, even though the policy is that you're supposed to wear one even if you aren't vaxxed. Ooh. Is that one of the older ones or a newer one?
No, it's
Nice.
so it's got a character that fits in here. And,
fully vaccinated only crowd. Got one of them infected.
yeah, happens.
Oh wow. Yeah, because the people that are vaccinated, I've been hearing this, they can get somebody that isn't vaccinated sick. And because they're not vaccinated, the person that gets sick isn't vaccinated. They have a higher chance of whatever. I don't know. It's stupid.
Oh yeah. Millennium Falcon, folks. So yeah, it would sit perfectly on top of a 17-inch laptop.
Hmm. Yeah, it looks cool.
Yep. And yeah, I saved the box. I think I'm gonna hang it from the ceiling.
So it is a newer one or it's an older one?
Yeah, it's a newer one.
Okay.
Shit, $35 for an older one. I've seen what the older ones are going for.
Yeah.
Very spendy. But shoot, this one in a year's time, this is gonna be selling for about $120.
Nice.
Yeah, that's in
That's
perfect
good.
condition with package inserts and stuff like that put back in. Now, if it was unopened, probably be worth a lot more. But I got it
17
for
inches. What's 17 inches? I'm
17. How big a 17-inch laptop is? If you close
oh.
it, then put this Millennium Falcon on top of it, it's got just enough room to sit.
Hmm.
Follow? Savvy? It would cover your keyboard. Yeah, it would cover your keyboard. That's how big it is. About almost a foot long from this tip. This piece removes.
Oh, neat.
And
Oh,
it
it's
has
got the new
project-
thing
it has
in the front
projectiles.
of it. Has the
Yeah.
new thing in the front.
So yeah.
Dingo. Jesus, Tommy. Uh
Mandingo.
oh my. What was that anyway in the front of it? Isn't it like a escape pod or something?
Um, it
I
was the
can't
pod.
remember it. I've seen Solo, I just don't remember.
Small weapon ship or escape pod.
Hmm.
Right now, it has something a weapon attached to it,
Hmm.
and they all shoot. And the back piece opens, and
Okay.
yes, there is a game table on the inside.
Nice. When I was with my ex, we got him the either I don't know if I got him or his grandfather got him the Imagine X Millennium Falcon. That was pretty cool.
Right, I will do this. Let's see here. I'll take a picture of it so that way you guys can see it decently. Okay, let's see. think with modern technology it would work faster. Okay?
You would think.
Yeah, they've done something with cell towers, and it's not as fast as it used to be.
Ah, sparkles.
Sparkly.
What in the world? I don't even know. Balloons. Yeah. Butterflies.
All right, let's see here.
Ooh, that's weird. There we go. There's sparkles.
All right.
Oh, neat. Yeah, that's good.
And so you can see my keyboard from edge to edge of the keyboard is just basically how long it is from tip, just from the rear end of the tip. Yeah. So yeah, and all the weapons they actually shoot.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Does
my son,
the
when I got it, my son Ian was here, and so he got to shoot all the weapons real quick.
does the escape pod actually pop out off?
Yes, it does. It
That's cool.
shoots. It shoots. I forget which button you got to press. There's a certain thing you got to press because those two glowing spots shoot these two torpedoes on either side.
Okay.
And this little button up here shoots both of these. Yeah.
That's cool.
And yes, there is a Han Solo inside there. Yeah.
That's cool.
He's only about an inch and a half tall, but it's not the it's the young version, the original version
Nice.
of Han Solo.
I used to have some of the Micro Machines Star Wars stuff. I had the Sun Crusher. I had a couple other things.
I don't know if he could be considered Micro Machine or not. Maybe, I don't know. But not tall, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Micro Machines were metal, right?
Some of them, yeah. I like the ones that you could push the wheels down and they make noise. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. All right, I think we'll pick one more song, and I think we're gonna call it good.
Yep.
And let's see here. All right. All right, new song. We'll take that one out. There we go. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. This is the tale of two sovereigns down on a plantation. Conventions of this and little that, no one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind like frags flapping in the air? The sweet singing coming from the fair, freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical?
Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? Yeah. Yeah. This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping in the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one's being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping on the air. The sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Yeah. Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of this and a little of that. No one being conventional. What's that blowing on the wind? Like flags flapping on the wind. Sweet singing coming from the fair. Freedom ringing in the wind. Was it mythical? Was it all a dream? Was it a fantasy? This is the tale of the two sovereigns down on the plantation. Conventions of a little of this and that. Good night, all. See you next time. Thank you.